I was having quite a good day up until the football. Yikes. I'll just say before I start, with the football, after 2 years of losing, and you kind of get used to it. That's the worst thing. I'll talk more about that later. To kick off the day, I was there at the Kenny, bright and early. It was Luton Town's 120th anniversary at Kenilworth Road. So myself and the rest of the Hatters Heritage trustees, we were there meeting people, talking about the benefits of Hatters Heritage, how good the website is, signing up new members, met loads of people. Shout out to Jackie and your grandson. Happy birthday, Jackie. It was great meeting you. Also, Greg and your kids. Can't remember your kid's name. Terrible at names and faces. Great meeting everyone. Honestly, it's amazing to hear your feedback on what we do here at OK Football. Love you all. It's tremendous, and honestly, like, this channel will be nothing without the people that watch it. So it's amazing to hear what you have to say about us, and keep watching, and we'll keep bringing out content and opinions. And here's an opinion about today. It was absolutely honking. PU. Honestly, from the lineup came out, we all looked at it, everyone was crowded around having a look, and the general consensus was that's a good team. So we pick up from Barnet, same formation, so it's a 3-1-4-2, and we kick off with Keeley in goal, back three of Longwyke, Mads, who's obviously replaced the outgoing McGuinness, who had, shall we say, a debut to remember at Sheffield United, and Makosso, and then Saville sitting, 2/8 of Jordan Clark, Zach Nelson, more on him later, and then you had Kajua on the right wing, Ali on the left wing, and then the front two are Nodos and Yates. So, on paper, it looked a decent side, but football's not played on paper. So game kicks off, and we're attacking right from the off. But the thing is, this is the equivalent of footballing blue balls, shall we say. There's a lot of huff, a lot of puff, but it's a shop with a great front, but then there's nothing in the back, nothing on the shelves. Essentially, we're creating things, but the final ball is just not there. The final touch, and I lost count the amount of times the ball was whipped across and no one was there to, like, get that toe on it. You know, the James Collins toe. We'll be seeing him again soon. I think he's playing for Lincoln City, and congrats to him. I think he's just scored 200 goals in the EFL, putting him third in the list. Yeah. So we had the bulk of the pressure. Ultimately, throughout the entirety of the game, I think Plymouth had 4 attacks, including that goalmouth scramble from the corner. They scored 3 goals. Three goals. I'm having issues with my fingers tonight. I'm that numb to it. I can't even feel my fingers. So their goal, very basic, just a cross in. Sorinola, their left wing back, cuts in, and easy as that. Easy as that. So we go up the other end, and we win a penalty. Nordos, pardon me. I will get there eventually. Gets an elbow in the face. So it's an ironclad penalty. But realistically, we weren't going anywhere near their goal. It was all just passing around the edge of the box, and then a cross comes in, and their lands of the Giants at the back. So they're just heading it away all day long. Their keeper, I'd say he was a vampire. because he was just afraid of crosses and he was just punching them away. We should have tested this keeper a bit more. And honestly, Yates put the penalty away quite well. Okay, so we're back, level footing. Huzzah! And then, guess what happens? Just before half-time, we're playing with this sort of undeserved arrogance. And Zach Nelson, I don't want to round on Zach Nelson because he's young, he's got a big future in the game, but the inexperience shows. When you're on the edge of your own box, you don't piss about with it. You find a pass quickly, you don't get caught on the edge of your own box, and you get punished. He loses the ball, goal. 2-1 right before half-time. Okay, so we come out, we make a change at half-time. Long White goes off, Naismith comes on. Nordos goes off, Wells comes on. But Wells is like half the size of Nordos, so what do? Well, we keep crossing in balls, of course. So a cross comes in and there's a punch. A defender punches it away, so penalty. 2 penalties in one game. I mean, that's absolutely mad. 2 penalties in one game. But there's always that problem when the referee appears to be giving you the rub of the green. It means as soon as possible, he's going to look to level it up. Yes, I know they had a red card immediately afterwards. So Yates was great because he gave the ball to Wells, so now Wells is off the mark. Happy days. All the strikers now have goals. That's good, I guess. And well, more on Bode later when he came on. I liked him. I thought he was a bit of a nuisance. He's a big lad, and he was putting himself about. So Wells scores 2-2. Happy days. Then what happens? Okay, Joe Edwards goes and tries to amputate Millie Ali's leg. Straight red card. Okay, the ref is giving us a lot of credit here. Credit in the bank, but eventually that has to get repaid, or is it? Yeah, it has to get repaid. I believe in capitalism. I think, and I don't really understand how this works. Anyway, so Joe Edwards shown the red card, he goes off, and now this is the point where you just know the ref is not going to give you anything. And that exactly happened. Ali goes down in the box just after that. It is the most penalty of penalties of the game, I would say, and it wasn't given. He got booked. So what do you have to do? You have to create chances. I'm talking about creating chances. So Tolaj just took a speculative shot. Not even a shot, it was a P-roller from the halfway line, and it's going about 10 foot wide. And Keeley, I don't know, inexperienced. It wasn't Keeley's finest game. He wasn't making those bursts off the line like he normally does. Even his distribution wasn't exact. He makes a real hash of it. He can't decide where he's going to put his hands on it. He's going to stop it with his foot anyway. It goes out for a corner, and Plymouth score from that resulting corner. I was getting flashbacks to the Blackpool second leg, because from where I was sitting, I couldn't see what had happened. I thought one of our players cleared it into the back of one of our own players. I had no idea. It came off their player. Okay, 3-2 against 10 men. It's time to attack. So we respond by going to a sort of 4-2-4. And surprise, surprise, we can't really create anything. We're not going through the lines. We're trying to go around. Ali had some absolute honking efforts where he cuts in, and where he cut in off the right, hit it with his left, and it pretty much cleared the stadium. It went out for a goal kick. And my dad turns to me and says, "Oh, that was bad, wasn't it?" And I was like, "Oh, come on. It was his left foot. Give him a break." So what does Ali do? And he cuts in on his right, has a shot, and it goes out for a throw-in. There's just no defending that. I thought Ali was good. His runs were excellent, but it is a case of creating those chances. I should realistically be more angry about it. But after 2 years of losing games, I'm numb to it. Plymouth did well. They had a game plan. Once they were ahead, the time wasting was extraordinary. Even at 2-2, the time wasting was extraordinary. Cleverly got sent off. He got a that was probably the highlight of the afternoon, saying goodbye to Tom Cleverly as he walks to the tunnel. But he has the last laugh because we could not create anything from open play. And that is a consistent problem with our play. I can think of maybe one goal from open play. It's a case of us needing to create our own chances. We have so many forwards. We have so many wide attacking players. We need to do more. We need to be better. And at the end of the game, there were rightfully boos. I defend people's right to boo. I also defend people's rights to clap. I don't understand why people were clapping that, because we just lost 3-2 to 10 men. And two of the people clapping were Gary Sweet and David Wilkinson. This is Gary Sweet, who said we made a £28 million exchanged hands this transfer window. Okay, that's a really weird way of saying it, isn't it? £28 million. So what is that, like 3 million that we spent and £25 million of players out? Well, fortunately, it's all going to get reinvested back into the team and the club. I feel there needs to be an accounting of where this is going. You know, accounts, money can get hidden in accounts. There needs to be some accountability for where this is going. And yes, we have had a humongous turnover in the squad. And yes, this could result in a slow start. But fans are very impatient. The players should be doing better. The players should not be playing with this arrogance. They don't deserve this arrogance. This is an arrogance that's reserved for the likes of Man City. Teams that win stuff. Not a team that have had back-to-back relegations and think they're too good for League One, because you're only as good as your last result. And our last result was Luton Town 2, Plymouth 3. Plymouth fans, fair play. You absolutely smashed it. You sang. You gave it to the fans. Is this a library? Yeah, it's a library. But for now, for me, I'm just comfortably numb to all this. At least we're not in danger of getting relegated. But right now, all I can see is us looking up to the playoffs. We might flirt with the playoffs, but I think we aren't going to be going any higher than second in the league. That is what I see. Anyway, reminder, whether you're watching this today, Saturday when it comes out, or Sunday, we have the fan phone in Sunday night, 9 p.m. It'll be amazing to have you all on. And we also have the midweek catch up every Wednesday. I know it was Thursday last week, but we're going to be keeping it Wednesday weekly. So join us, get involved in the comments. You can get involved in the comments below. Do you think Bloomfield is running out of time? What do you think needs to change at the club? Let us know. As always, come on, you 120 years at Kenilworth Road Hatters.